Indiana's news leader. Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock starts now.
Anything you want to say?
The fifth person arrested in connection with the Southside explosion had nothing to say while on his way to face a judge for the first time. Prosecutors charged Glenn Hults in the blast that killed 2 people and damaged dozens of homes. Good evening, everyone. I'm John Stair.
I'm Anne-Marie Tiernan in for Andrea tonight at 5. Our 13 Investigate team has been learning about Hults for months before the arrest that was made yesterday. Investigator Sandra Chapman was in court today and is here now with what Hults said there. Sandra?
Well, Anne-Marie, as you saw, not much. Glenn Hults is being held on $100,000 bond. His attorneys believe that's excessive, and they don't want prosecutors to attach his case to the 4th suspect, a man who once worked for Hults. Glenn Hults quietly answered questions during a brief hearing Wednesday. Outside, he wasn't talking. Anything you want to say? Hults is charged with a single count of conspiracy to commit arson in connection with the Richmond Hill explosion. Prosecutors say it was Hults who planted the seed about setting fire to Monserrate Shirley's home to get insurance money. Hults' attorneys say the prosecution is overreaching.
Conversations are just that, just words. In order to prove conspiracy, you have to have some intentional action. You shoot that conspiracy arrow at the target, sometimes it hits, sometimes you shouldn't even fire it.
He was active in encouraging Ms. Shirley to participate.
Prosecutors say Hults babysat Monserrate Shirley's daughter the night of the explosion and 2 previous weekends of failed attempts. In court records, Monserrate Shirley told investigators Glenn Hults knew about plans to burn down Monserrate Shirley's house, and she spoke several times with him about securing her pictures for safekeeping because she did not trust anybody else. Glenn Hults advised her that he had her back and would take care of them. Hults is being held on $100,000 bond. His attorneys say that is excessive and want a reduction and his case separated from the 4th suspect, Gary Thompson, who is accused of pouring gasoline on Shirley's home. Thompson told investigators he was offered $5,000 to set the house on fire, but backed out.
Hults is attached to Gary Thompson, and we don't want his stench on our client.
Now, Hults told investigators Gary Thompson did electrical work for him and worked on a tanning bed that may have caused a fire at Hults' home 13 years ago. Now, Hults will be back in court next week where his attorneys will first argue for the bond reduction. Anne-Marie?